Our closer, thank goodness you arrived. Thank God. Thank God you made it, Professor.
Thank you.
But of course, a little rain ain't going to stop the professor, not from where he's from, not where he's coming from. He came out with a collection of his work with a hell of a title. The title of this man's collected works are, brace yourselves, My Name is New Orleans. All right? That's a hell of a statement. That's a hell of a title. But this man has a hell of a story to tell. I know when I feel a little, speaking of New Orleans, whenever I feel a little down, folks, like every other minute of the goddamn day, I tell myself this, and I think the professor will know what I'm talking about. In fact, I think if anybody here knows, it's going to be him. I tell myself, Douglas, Fats Domino is still alive. And that's a fact. I got a little worried with that terrible Hurricane Katrina when he was missing for a little while. But he turned up. Fats Domino is still alive. And so is our next poet. He's going to prove that to you. Please welcome Professor Arturo.
Good evening, y'all. My name is Professor, and I'm from New Orleans. I just came up after the storm. Decided to stay up here because it might be my last shot, man. This is New York, and I love gumbo and dirty rice and those things, but this is New York, right? But, excuse me. This is a piece out of my book. My name is New Orleans, 40 Years of Poetry and Other Jazz. And it's from a section called Whipped. I wrote 100 poems about this one. This is one of the poems. I mean, she's still gone anyway, but what can you do? You know? But it's called Jazz for My Baby. I kind of string a lot of the standard tunes together. It's really simple. Jazz for my baby. Your music brings the wings of wisdom to my words. For loving you is like a jazz tune, feeling your up-tempo, unconstrained spirit, caressing the melodically thematic solos of your polyrhythmic flesh, bebopping in the wet and warm, deep caverns of your secret, secluded sweetness, hearing your collaborative, compelling voice, experiencing the improvisational perfumes of your fragrant forest flower. It's like a jazz tune, straight note chaser ear food in my heart and soul. It's creatively ecstatic, dynamically syncopatic, concretely unconditional, abstractly traditional as time goes by. Like jazz, it's like I'm in with the in crowd, live at the Village Vanguard or poeting at Smalls. Flying high in birdland while stepping into the shadows of tomorrow at first light. Ooh bop shabam, I get a kick out of the very thought of you. I want to talk about you because you're too darn hot. You've got it in your soulness, so put a little sugar in my bowl. You're a strange meadowlark, free as a bird, living the lush life and taking five. You leave me breathless every time we say goodbye. When you're gone, gone, gone with the wind. I'm in a sentimental mood and I got it bad. That old black magic and the shadow of your smile have me going out of my head. The expansions and reflections of your impressions on the stardust over Alabama red clay. How high the moon? Yeah, things ain't what they used to be. So what? Compared to what? I still feel like someone in love, round midnight or softly as in the morning sunrise. They can't take that away from me, for you're still my one and only love. It's just one of those things, one of my favorite things. One of those foolish things, making my Spanish eyes misty on a night in Tunisia. Well, voodoo woman, it's flight time and onward till morning. I'll be seeing you, I just can't get started. You've changed, but change makes me want to hustle for salt peanuts on summer days. For all we know, we'll be together again, bumping on Sunset at a freedom jazz dance. Loving you is like a party. Mercy, mercy, mercy. What a wonderful world. It's a love supreme, a love supreme, a love supreme. Yeah, like jazz. Thank you.
Masterpiece.
Oh,
Masterpiece.
Well, thank you. So kind of you. Thank you. I usually do it to a love supreme in the background. You know, some bass, you know. I like drums, usually brushes or something, you know, like that. And it was fun doing the piece. It's fun. There's a linguistic construct. Is Melvin Todd here? Is that you? Oh, right, brother. You're covering the salt, right? How you doing? Had a long time.
All right.
I'm gonna talk about you in a minute. This is my mentor. When I was in college, I was crazy and wild and wanted to burn up all the buildings and act crazy on the campus. And this brother, he was a senior and I was a freshman. And we always talked about, you know, like the older cat bringing the younger cat along, you know, so on and so on. But he took his time because like 3 years was a big age difference then. He was a photographer for the campus newspaper, and he took me along, took me under his wing, and taught me how to be a man. This man right here, Melvin Todd. Yeah, right here. But there's a linguistic construct that's kind of designed to thwart a counter argument that one might have or as a claim, and it's called haters. You know, people will say you're a hater and you're a hater, and I really got tired of it when I heard years ago there was Alcee Hastings, this federal judge was up on charges, and he came up and used the words, he's from Florida, and used the words, oh no, they're just hating on me, they're haters, and that's when I said no, we got to do something about this. But anyway, this is called I'm a hater. And I to all the haters in the house, because I work with young people at a college in Connecticut. Now if you take pictures of me, I need to get a copy of those pictures, people, because it always happens. You know, let's be nice and just send me a copy. I'll give you my address. But anyway, I don't like people having things that I don't have. It's my shit, you know. Anyway, no offense intended to anybody here. Anyway, so you have this linguistic construct, hater. And so it's called I'm a hater to all the haters in the house. I wanted to play with this and see what would happen. It goes like this. Yeah, I'm a hater. I hate when people use the word hater. I hate having to get up early to go to work. I hate running out of bed. I hate Sunday blue laws. You know, I was in Connecticut. I'm from New Orleans. I'm going out there at 1 o'clock in the morning to get me a beer at the what do you call the gas station. They don't have that in Connecticut. You know, cat looked at me. I said, "Man, y'all sell beer here?" He said, "Are you crazy? This is Connecticut, man." You know. Anyway, I hate Sunday blue laws. I hate $20 lap dances. I hate prophylactics that break. I hate people calling rubbers prophylactics. I hate designer clothes. I ain't no walking billboard. I hate people who cherry pick their sins. I hate cafeteria Christians who choose their transgressions from immoral menus. I hate having herb and no rolling paper. I hate having roller papers and no herb. I hate not having no lighter when I got the papers and the herb. And I really hate not having marijuana. I hate poems that's too short, if there is such a thing. I hate poems that's too long, if there is such a thing. I hate women's that's too pretty, if there is such a thing. I hate women's that's too fine, if there is such a thing. I hate pussy that's too good, if there is such a... No, I don't want the pussy that's too good, right? You know, if there is, and I use that line on International Women's Day, and the women in the audience were, oh my goodness. And I hate pussy that's too good, if there is such a thing. I hate titties that's too my man used the word titillating earlier. I hate titties that's too titillating, if there is such a thing. I hate having too much honey and too much money, if there is such a thing. I hate people who talk about their ancestors when they don't even know their part. I hate people who ask poets, no, that's the wrong line. I hate so-called poets who think Amiri Baraka is a character in Mortal Kombat. I hate when poets, as in Mortal Kombat, this game thing, they have a character named Baraka. And I asked one of my students about Baraka on the test, and he wrote a character in Mortal Kombat. I said, again, he didn't read the poems. I hate when poets use cliches like, my Nubian king, my Nubian queen. I hate sour cream on tacos. I don't eat nothing sour. I just eat sweet things. I hate that's what I do in the drive-in when I go through. I say, I don't want no sour cream because I don't eat sour cream. I just eat sweet things. You get the little people to laugh in there. That kind of thing. We practice that night. Let's see. Okay. I hate people who spend $100 on a concert ticket but can't pay $5 for the spoken word set. I'm a hater. So y'all get some money to the magazine, right? I'm a hater. I hate people who call you a hater. I hate people who say play a hater. I hate people who use the phrase, but I digress. I hate people who use the cinematically generated phrase, keeping it real. I hate people who use the corporately generated slogan, real talk. I hate radio stations that claim to be about community but have playlists using the very garbage and filth doing so much damage to the consciousness of the people. I hate characters in movies where they see someone flying through the air after an explosion and they yell, no! I hate people who use the word hater, because I'm a hater. I hate seeing Christmas trees in the garbage. I hate people who call every person of Hispanic heritage a Mexican. I hate New Orleans restaurants that ain't in New Orleans. I hate people who talk about the good old days but ignore segregation. I hate people who never had to buy their drinks out the wall. And down south, what that means is during segregation, you couldn't use the front door facility, but you can go to the side of the wall and be a little window and you buy your stuff out the window, this kind of thing. It was very dehumanizing. Anyway, okay, here we go. I hate people who never had to buy their drinks out the wall, never used a separate water fountain, never sat behind the sign in the back of the bus, never attended segregated schools and think they have a clearer perspective than you on race relations. They ain't thinking. I hate people who have their own opinions and make them their own facts. They ain't thinking. I hate people who think there's such a thing as a post-racial society. They ain't thinking. I hate people who think whoever's in the White House gonna really make a difference. They ain't thinking. I hate people who just ain't thinking. They ain't thinking. I hate politicians. All politicians and their lies, lies, lies. I hate government institutions that promise paradise and deliver hell. I hate people who don't vote, then complain. I hate people who hate you if you didn't vote for a Democrat. I hate people who hate you if you didn't vote for a Republican. I hate people who hate you if you didn't vote. I hate people who hate you if you did. I hate people who call themselves kings and queens because Nixon, Reagan, the Bushes, and Jimmy Carter were kings and queens. I hate educational institutions with diverse student bodies and faculties that look like the daughters of the Confederacy. I hate people who teach creative writing and don't publish anything. I hate getting ripped off. I hate high cable prices. I hate hidden fees. I hate companies that charge fees to send you a bill. Right? It's disgusting. I hate, because, I was trying to tell the people, well, wait, I do the paperless thing. And, now because you didn't want, to send me the paper and for free. So now you want me to pay for the electronic billing. So what the, I hate getting ripped off. I hate high cable prices. I hate bank fees levied for cash and checks written on their own bank. I hate insurance companies that annually raise their premium just because. I hate electronic products that happen to come out just before Christmas. I hate $100 tickets to see $2 talent. I hate entertainers who stage wardrobe malfunctions. I hate people who go to our second line is a street dance that we do in New Orleans. I hate people who go to every second line in history but don't make it to one parent-teacher meeting and wonder why their children is treated so bad. I hate garbage that passes for music. I hate cooning and buffooning by multi-millionaire artists who don't have to be coons and buffoons. I hate people who look at dead, bullet-riddled gangster rappers as heroes rather than ministers of modern minstrelry. I hate people who say something, then repeat it. I hate people who say something, then repeat it. I hate people who say something, then repeat it. I I hate bands that play too loud over the poetry. I hate poets that read too loud. I hate poets that read too loud. I hate poets that read too loud. I hate women who want me to read to them on the phone all night and don't buy their book talking about, I like your voice. I hate people who want to treat what they do for you like business, but what you do for them like friendship. I hate people you go find and pay back on time, but you got to look for them when they owe you. I hate people who start the gig late when the performer arrives on time, present company accepted. I hate people who write a half dozen poems that only their friends or significant others clap for at the readings, and they think they're the second coming of Nicky Giovanni. I hate seeing plants, paintings, and books in the trash. I hate poverty, war, and want. I hate people who think that history started with their date of birth. That was before my time. I hate people who started out in life on third base and think they hit a home run. I hate people with exotic sounding African names who still act like niggas. I hate people who believe everything they're taught. I hate people who play it like they're so intellectual and they be just as ignorant as me. I hate people who refer to Malcolm as a civil rights leader. I hate people who confuse the black liberation movement with the civil rights movement. I hate people who fart on crowded elevators and act like they didn't do it. I hate people who think they're expert on everything imaginable because they got a Facebook page. I hate people who make duck lip pictures on Facebook. I hate people on Facebook who present an irrational, illogical argument and you address it and then they write, that's not the point nor the topic of this thread. I hate people who wax poetic about the most challenging issues of our or any other time and can't spell. I hate people who owe me and don't clear their phone's mailbox. I hate people who write heavy blessed day and leave off the D. I hate old people who think all young people are dumb. I hate young people who think all old people are dumb. I hate young people who think they're hip just because they're young. I hate old people who think they're wise just because they're old. I hate people who don't pronounce their T's. Manhattan, Clinton, Hitting. No, he didn't. I hate women who want to be a man 1 minute and fall back into that torture